Hello and welcome to Something for the Weekend with me, Fiona Scott.
Me, Kathie Griffiths.
And me, Stephen Day.
Good morning, everybody. I was waiting for Ellis there and I forgot it's not there.
He's still on his jollies.
He is, but it's nearly done, Kathie. We get him back on Monday.
Can't wait. Should we make him do loads? Let's pile it on.
We should clear all the story list just for a laugh. So when he comes back and looks at it, there's nothing on it.
No, we're not mean girls, are we?
Why don't we just fill his story list with Monday, such and such a podcast, Tuesday, such and such a podcast, Wednesday, such and such a podcast.
Well, he would absolutely love that. The only problem with this is that if he's listening in, he's going to know now.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, yeah.
There's the flaw.
We love you, Ellis. We love you.
Welcome back, Ellis.
Workmates like us, what else does anyone need?
We all love one another, really.
We do. Well, you know what? We are so incredibly lucky to work with such great people. And I'm not just I'm not just saying that because you happen to be out there, but I am. And I just think, because if you don't like where you work or the people you work with, how horrible would that be? So we're very lucky, aren't we, everybody?
We are.
We are indeed.
And talking about people we work with.
Oh, yeah. Have you got any gossip?
Do you remember Andy Bruce?
Andy,
Can you remember
Andy Bruce. I can't remember what he looks like, but I'm sure we've talked on a daily basis.
I think he looks very hairy now. He was very hairy anyway, but...
Like most of us.
He's let his cell go a bit since lockdown. Anyway...
most of us.
Andy was bored last Sunday, as you get in lockdown. So he decided, as a musician as well, most people will know him from the group Four Below, who are quite successful in the area. And Andy has been able to get out and play during lockdown, and he was a bit bored last Sunday, so he started putting together a playlist. Local bands that aren't really that well known, and he started building a playlist, and then decided to throw this open to the public. So he posted a link on a few social media sites and asked people to contribute to a Spotify playlist. And he's got hundreds now. Hundreds.
Wow. So it's people saying, oh, we know this band and actually that this is a tune they do that we like. So it's just crazy.
It can be anything. It can be people requesting. Now, the only rule he's got in this is they have to come from Oban, or somebody in their band has to have connections with Oban. And because it's had such a huge response, you're only allowed to nominate 5 tracks. But it can be from members of the public that like a particular band, or it can be the band themselves, and they just get in touch with Andy or go on to the Spotify and they can add their own because he's opened it up. So that's really taken off, and there's some great stuff on there. Got bands like Citizen 9, Little Bay, Stephen Skin's on there, Angus McCall's on there, Kraken Crake. Just a bit of everything. It's so eclectic, but it's just wonderful, and it's all these, bands that come from our area. It's fantastic.
Oh. Showcase on local talent.
Yeah, I was going to say Simon Cowell, if you're listening.
Simon Cowell. I wonder what his hair's like now. I wonder if his belt's sort of even higher up his waist, or if, like the rest of us, he's got a bit podgy. It'll get lower, won't it? Will it? Would it go up or go down? If you get a bit chubby around the waist?
I don't know if I want to comment.
Stevie?
I really don't think... I'm not sure we should be having this conversation.
If you put a few pounds on, would your belt go higher up your waist or lower down your waist? Lower. Higher.
It's a whole new game show for you, isn't it, Kathie?
It certainly is.
Oh, well.
See? That's what happens during lockdown.
Well, Simon Cowell's probably disappeared into his trousers during lockdown. So that's what our Andy's been up to.
And you can get access to it. I think he sent a lovely link, but it was a wee bit long, so I've shortened it a wee bit for you.
Yeah, bit.ly/Oban Andy.
That's the one.
That's the one. So that's bit.ly/Oban Andy. And if you go on to that, it'll take you to the Spotify site and you can have a listen to all the tunes. There's well over 100 now. You can add your own, or you can message Andy through Facebook on his own Facebook page. So that's Andy Bruce. And just give him suggestions and he'll put them on.
Are you on commission for this? Now the pubs are opening again. Is he going to get you a few pints?
Probably not, especially after I said it's starting to look a bit letting his cell go through lockdown. I'll not be most popular, but no, it's just, I think it's a great idea. I mean, anybody that loves music and likes new music, it was great just to have a wee listen and see who's all going about in the town. It might not be for you, but there's such a mix there of different tunes. You're going to find something that you like, and
yeah, you can keep skipping, can't you, or do shuffle or something.
Yeah, or just pick out. Go. I'll just flick through randomly and have a listen to each one.
That sums up my life at the moment. Random.
We'll flick through things randomly.
Talking of random, I went on a bike earlier this week.
We spoke about this last week, Kathie.
Yeah, it was okay. It was okay.
How's your bottom?
It's better now, thank you. Apparently, you get used to it. If you sort of go on a bike often enough, you don't feel the pain as much.
They say that. Yeah, they say that.
Anyway, I might have to go on a few times for that to take effect. But it was good. What I was worried about was actually getting on the thing and getting off the thing, the bike, that is. So it was fine. It was okay. And Stacey Holloway was just absolutely delightful. She was so patient. I mean, she had to sort of keep a check on me a few times. I think I terrified a few children on the cycle path because we went over the Connell Bridge and then along to Benderloch. And that little cycle path, it's so busy. All different sort of, ages, folks out and about on that, on the bikes, people walking, kids on the little tiny bikes, sporty folks, people like me, learners. It was just great, and so friendly, like, hello. And I was saying, get out the way, kids. I'm just learning. To the side. It was great. The traffic, I think I'm going to be a cycle path girl. I don't think I'm up for being on the roads. There's a lot of traffic. And even though it's 30 miles an hour, through Connell, people go faster than that, And, when you see these big lorries, I don't know. It's not, yeah. So I think I enjoyed it. Definitely want to do it again. But cycle paths are the way forward for me. And maybe an e-bike, because apparently you didn't need to pedal as hard.
That was quite a run out you did. I thought you were going to be taking it easy.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, we went as far as Benderloch and then went down to the beach. You can sort of go from the cycle path down to the beach. We were going to have a bit of a swim, but the tide was so far out that you'd have had to go over lots of slippy sort of rocks and pebbles and kind of things. And I thought, if I go over and do damage, how on earth am I going to get back on a bike, cycle all the way back to Connell? So I gave that one a miss. But it was a really great afternoon, and Stacey was a champion. She was so patient.
Did you go to Jimmy's Cafe in Benderloch?
No, but they're open again, aren't they?
They are. They've been open for a few weeks doing takeaways, and I can highly recommend their pizza. Their pizzas are amazing.
Pizza is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Any kind of pizza is amazing in my book.
But his pizzas are just fantastic.
They're honestly, they're just right. They've just got the right amount of crispy on the top, and just don't get me started on Jimmy's pizzas.
Hungry now.
I know. We do this every week.
Yeah.
Hungry.
But anyway, so he's been doing that for a wee while, but now this week he's opened up, he's got an outside seated area. So he's opened up, and I went up yesterday afternoon and every single table was taken. He's got all the social distancing rules in hand, so he's sticking to that, and everybody that came in was abiding by it. But it was lovely to see everybody going and supporting him in that. and doing what they were told and just having a lovely afternoon in the sun at a cafe.
Yeah. I was driving past the T&T, the Tignertruche pub on Seal last night. So they just opened up and there was like people sitting outside on the tables and then down on the grass overlooking the bridge over the Atlantic. And it was so nice seeing people sat there and, like you say, sticking to all the rules and regulations, but just enjoying a pint and enjoying each other's company. And it's just such a lovely sight to see, isn't it, after these very long weeks. So
they were sitting on the tables. Does he not have any chairs?
Stop being picky, Fiona. Come on.
No, I just had this lovely vision of all these people sitting on
the tables. Actually, there might have been, but no, it was all social distancing, all stuck to. But I tell you what, I have noticed when I've been going through Oban at the moment, and I'm sure, over the next few days, now the tourists are starting to come in, it's going to get busier. But the eating places, the chip shops in particular, I think they're doing quite well. There seems to be a lot of people hanging around the food places, doesn't there? So that's a good sign. But let's just hope people start going into all the little shops as well and start spending the money. Let's get things back to normal.
Am I right in saying that the rules changed as of yesterday? In places you can eat, and you can eat in some of them inside. Is that correct, or is that about to change?
No, I think it's next week for inside.
Right.
I'm going to say it's either Monday or Wednesday, but it's next week when the indoor cafes and restaurants and things start to open.
Because that's a huge game changer, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
It is. Especially with our weather.
Well, I was going to say, outside is fine when it's nice, but, you wouldn't want to be sitting under umbrella eating your fish and chips.
And will it be the same for us with the half price or the meal deals on a Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday?
Yeah.
Is that here as well?
Well, each establishment has to sign up for it. I wasn't sure when I heard the rules whether that was just for England or for the entire UK. But yeah, if an establishment has signed up, then you can have a wee voucher and you can get money off.
Is that 50%? Was it 50% off?
Yeah, and that's for the entire UK, but it's for August. Now, I was feeling about this because my summer holiday, or my holiday this year, is the last week in July. And I'm thinking, we're going to be going out, hopefully, to eat out every night. And then the following week, we could have done the same thing for half the price.
Fish paste sandwiches for you, then?
I'm taking mine.
Ooh, fish paste. Why do they sell fish paste sandwiches? Or just fish paste? I don't think they sell fish paste sandwiches. People seem to make their own, but fish paste? Oof.
I love fish paste.
What, in the little tubs? Yeah. Oh, it's nice if it's a nice kind of deli kind of thing, but those little jars of, and they always like orange or kind of horrendously synthetically pink.
Or come in a toothpaste tube type thing.
Ooh, oh no, I do like premium. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't name brands, but squeezy cheese.
Other cheeses are also available, Kathie.
Do like a bit of squeezy cheese. Anyway, should we change the subject now?
Well, I for one, I'm looking forward to being able, maybe this weekend, to go out and grab something to eat.
What are you going to have then?
I'm not sure, but it's just the thought of actually being able to roll up to somewhere. I assume you'd have to book it first and sit down and have a glass of wine and something to eat outside. Is just great.
Yeah.
Sunday roast, I'd like.
Outside.
Don't care. Just something with gravy. Actually, anything with gravy.
Fish paste?
Anything with gravy. Not fish paste sandwiches with gravy. No.
Just checking. You said anything.
Yeah, no, not anything.
And Kathie, with your cycling, you were making little recordings as you went, weren't you?
Yes, I've been having a go at podcasts out and about. But no, I think it sounds quite good. And Stacey has some great sort of advice to give, and a few extra little stories. So what I'm going to do, there's going to be the podcast that'll be out in a couple of weeks' time, and I'll actually write a feature with it as well, because a few extra bits that Stacey mentioned. That was, I think she's been riding a bike since she was 4, because her dad apparently wasn't allowed to ride a bike because his mum, I'll have to sort of check my notebook, but I think his mum, so Stacey's granny, had been like a big cyclist, quite sort of high, the kind of things she was doing. But then she had an accident, and then that made her nervous. So her son, Stacey's dad, wasn't allowed to get a bike, but he used to try and make bikes out of bits and pieces. So make his own bikes so he could go out. So when he was older and had his own children, then he was very keen. So that's why Stacey was 4 when she started cycling. So there you go.
Wow.
Lovely.
I know.
Well,
And she also went on honeymoon with, they got 2 bikes, that's her and her lovely husband, Max. They went on honeymoon, but actually bought 2 bikes from a charity shop and went off on a massive bike ride, camping with the bikes for three nights. I can think of other things to do. Other ways, other modes of transport to go on your honeymoon. But anyway.
I can certainly think of other things to do on a honeymoon, but there we go.
Like what? Read a good book.
Bowling, Kathie, bowling.
Bowling.
Yeah. Which I was pleased to say started last weekend, but we went out on Sunday and it rained and we got 4 ends played. We've waited for 3 months and we went on and got 4 ends played and then had to come off again.
What's ends? Ends?
Ends, yeah, just...
Hens? What do you get hens on the pitch for? Is it a pitch? Grass, ground, what is it? You know,
green. It's the green ends. It's like just a shot, 1 shot each. But we had 4 1-shots each, so 4 ends. So yeah, that was a bit disappointing, but hopefully better this weekend.
Yeah, I think the sun's going to be out, isn't it?
Well, certainly Saturday, I think, is your best day.
Yeah, let's make the most of it.
Not sure about Sunday.
Seize the day.
Yeah. The problem is most of these things now you have to book in advance. So you have to seize the day, but you have to know which day to seize in the first place.
See, I like a bit of spontaneity. I don't really like always having that. I mean, I'm very organised at work because you have to be, but, you know.
Really?
Of course I am. But I just like doing stuff, you know, suddenly you feel like going off and doing it. So I'm not sure how I'm going to get on if I have to book ahead.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Getting used to all these new things that we really have to do, but I'm glad everybody's doing it because, you know, we'll get out of this quicker if everybody does what they're told.
I've seen some very snazzy face masks around, but there was a guy on telly earlier, a diamante. Like it looked like a black satin kind of face mask studded with diamonds. I thought it was a bit tacky actually, but anyway, that's. I've seen some great ones, polka dots, all sorts. So yeah.
Oh, I got some gorgeous ones from Tinalt Post Office. Some homemade ones, but they're absolutely gorgeous. Lovely flowery ones.
Because of course we've got to wear them now in the shops. Or is that from today?
That's
I think
from
it's
today. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's Friday, folks. Today.
Yeah.
Today is Friday. Yeah. So we have to wear them, don't we?
Yeah, I've been wearing mine the last couple of weeks anyway because it actually makes sense, just to, you know, cover your mouth and your nose and not be breathing germs over everybody.
I've been using my bandana, but I think it's got a bit stretchy and then it keeps falling down and then it's just faff trying to sort of, you know, hike it up. So I think I need to get myself organised and go purchase some proper masks today.
It's actually quite interesting wearing them because I'm still, you know, when you see somebody, you know, you smile at them, but they can't see you smiling.
No.
So it dawned on me through the week that you could actually stick your tongue out at people and they wouldn't know, or, you know.
Yeah, because that's another thing, greeting people, isn't it? Because, you know, I mean, I'm quite a huggy person, but you can't hug anyone. You can't really shake hands with people anymore, can you? So
Nope.
You have to sort of like find other ways of acknowledging folks and
Waving from a distance, I think we're doing, aren't we? The last time I saw you in here.
yes, air waves or air hugs. There you go, air hugs.
Air hugs.
No, not hair hugs.
Air hugs.
Air hugs. There we go. Yeah, and you can't blow kisses. Not that you should be blowing kisses at strangers. Don't encourage that kind of carryings on.
Definitely not when there's coronavirus going about.
Yeah. Sending you lots of love and germs. So anyone else got any big plans for this weekend? Or do you think we've got it covered?
Well, I'm going to, because of your influence on cycling, but also because I like it, I'm going to explore Route 78 a bit more, as long as the weather holds up. I did the airport to Cregan a wee while ago.
Yeah.
But I forget I have to come back, so it's a 31-kilometre trip, but I'd quite like to go from Cregan further up to Appin and Doura.
That would be good.
Stevie, you only do that route so you can pop into Jimmy's for pizza on the way back.
Maybe.
take a little thing, one little, what do you call those, little panniers or something, or the rack on the back, and then you could take some home for tea. That would be nice.
The trouble is with his pizza is, it's best hot. And, you wouldn't want to take something inferior home. And so, you really need to eat it on the way. So there's no need for panniers when it comes to pizza.
I would quite happily have cold pizza for breakfast.
Yeah, but the problem is it actually getting home to become cold, Kathie.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, Kathie, haven't you seen Stevie's bike? It's got one of those massive, great big wicker grocery baskets on the front of it.
Oh, yeah. And a couple of corgis in the front and a little trailer behind. Yeah.
String of onions hanging round your neck and a little jauntily angled beret.
I think we may be going for stereotypes here.
It could have been worse, Stevie. We could have said you had one massive wheel at the front and a totty little one at the back.
Well, that's just my car.
Actually, I could see Stevie going on one of those mono wheel things. You see those mono wheel things that you have to balance on.
A unicycle.
Are you saying he's a bit of a clown?
Oh. No, these things are just a small wheel and you must balance on it, and it's just one wheel. There's nothing to hold on to.
A unicycle. Given my experience with roller skates, skateboards, ice skates, skis, snowboards, no. Okay. I make a very quick route to the ground.
Oh, okay. No, well, I think we all need to just stay safe, don't we? Just do what you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
But you're needing to push yourself a little bit as well. Got to do a little bit of a challenge.
Yeah, but I think 2 wheels is a good challenge. I think 1 wheel is just silly.
I'll do a bit of levitation.
But Kathie, if you want to progress from your 2-wheel bike to a 1-wheel, I'll come with you and I'll record the podcast.
Yeah, I bet you would. Well, you never know. I might have a go. What do you call those other things that you go on? You have them abroad.
Planes, boats.
No.
Yeah, I know what you mean. They've got
upright things, a bit like a scooter thing that you hold. They have them in foreign cities, and you can go touring.
A Segway.
That's it, Segway. There you go.
Well, do you know you don't have to go too far to try that out?
Okay.
Head up to Ballachulish and the Dragon's Tooth golf course when they're open, and they've got Segways, and you can go on a Segway trail.
Well, I might just do that, or I might not.
I'm going to come and take pictures, Kathie, if you go.
Oh dear. Okay, well, I won't promise, folks, but anyway, watch this space.
Yeah, I think I'll just stick to my 4 wheels, thanks.
Yeah. Have you got heated seats?
I've got heated seats, yeah. I couldn't do without my heated seats now.
I see, I'm starting to think wintry now. I'm thinking things that need to be done before winter, and we're only just into summer. But the thing is, if you don't crack on and do all this stuff now, suddenly there will be snowfall and storms.
Well, I think I mentioned last week I started my little wood pile. Got all my, well, not all my wood, but lots of wood in. It just needs sawed up. So what are you doing for winter, Kathie?
Just tidying up.
Is that your preparation for winter?
Just on a bit of a tidy round.
A bit of a dust.
Bit of a dust, yeah. No, I need to get wood. I need to get some wood in and things, and I don't want to spend money on kindling because that costs loads, doesn't it? So I need to start gathering sticks and things. I've got a few, and I have been collecting driftwood, but someone said driftwood doesn't burn too well. But actually, the stuff I've used so far has not been too bad from over winter. So yeah, just collecting bits and pieces that might come in handy for winter.
Well, I'll tell you what, you two can gather for winter. I'll stick to my summer, and then when it comes winter, I'll just come round to your place.
All right, then.
Fair enough. It seems sensible.
Yeah.
We'll
do that.
Bring pizza.
And I'll make beetroot soup.
No, just bring pizza.
I've been pickling it recently, so that's the other thing I've been doing with beetroots.
See, that's what you're supposed to do with beetroot.
Pickling it.
Yeah.
I know, but it did mean I had to eat 2 big jars of pickled onions first.
Oh, Kathie.
And then I saved the vinegar. I just ate the onions, and then I cooked the beetroot, sliced it, and then put it back in the pickled onion jar because it's recycling. You
do know we're allowed back into the supermarket now, don't you?
Yeah, but I've quite enjoyed sort of just, not.
Fiona, can you make a face covering out of beetroot?
What, just scoop it out and use it?
Well, you're thinking recycling, Kathie.
Oh dear. No. Anyway, there you go. That's what I'm up to.
So here at the Oban Times, we're always happy to hear from you. So stay in touch, tell us your stories and share your photos. You can contact us by calling 01631 568 000, and you can now email us at somethingfortheweekend@obantimes.co.uk. And of course, you can always message us on Facebook. During the COVID crisis, you can read all our stories for free online or pick up a copy of the Oban Times from supermarkets, newsagents and petrol stations. To get the page-turning digital edition of the Oban Times, subscribe now and get 3 months for the discounted price of just £4.80. And for a special treat today, we're going to play out with one of Andy Bruce's playlist songs, which comes from the Signal Fires, and it's called Ignite Our Fears. So for this week, it's goodbye from me, Fiona Scott.
Goodbye from me, Kathie Griffiths.
And goodbye from me, Stephen Day.
Bye.
Bye.
Let's
Bye.
make a pact, let's go down in flames and cling to the rust of the fire escape. And if we survive, then we'll make amends. And back at the start is where it ends. And if we look back, will we laugh at this? Our little jokes sometimes hit or miss. And let's make a call, let's ignite our fears with hardly a sound that no one hears. We know it like the back of our hands, but we still get lost and show